What's going on today, guys? I just wanted to give a little update, I guess, again, on what's been going on. My other truck's not here right now, but this one is. This is my 1986 Chevy Suburban. It's lifted on 42-inch military tires. It's got like roughly 14 inches of lift. It's got a 3-inch body lift, and then plus the suspension I think is a 12-inch, so that's kind of why I think that. But it's a project truck that I actually got here a couple months ago, and I think, I don't think I am getting rid of it today. It was a little too much of a project for me to take on at the moment, so yeah. It was just too much for a project for me to take on at the moment because the engine and transmission are not completely set in there correctly. So by that I mean, yeah, the transmission's just sitting on this and the bolts are just hanging out of it, and yeah. And I was told by the guy that I got it from that the engine came out of a school bus. So did the transmission, and as you guys can see, there's like a brake on the transmission. It's right there, but yeah, that's the brakes that came off the That's why I think it's either out of a bus or it's out of something that was heavy and it needed a brake on the trans, because that's what the heavier duties had. The heavier duty or pickups had. But it's a 327. Not sure if it has those double hump heads or not, but it does run. It's a good engine. I had it running at some point, and it kind of got me some motivation to keep going, but I lost motivation because the dude was fucking around with the title, and he lied to me, and he's, it had a lean out, all that stuff. But I'm trading it for another pickup so I can get another project going. I want to pull the motor out of that. But so yeah, it's got Dodge seats in the front, center console I think out of another Chevy, a Grant GT wheel, tactometer, all the gauges and stuff are back there somewhere. So it was at 4-wheel drive at some point, because obviously this is in here, and I'm thinking that the old engine and transmission was just like a 350 or something, and it had 4-wheel drive. But now it's 2-wheel drive because the transmission obviously came out of a school bus or just something that was 2-wheel drive, and there's no transfer case on the back of the transmission, as you can tell, and that's the brake right there. But yeah, it's got 1-ton running gears in it. I mean, it's all in all, it's a pretty cool build. Now, I think somebody at some point took the time to actually build the thing with, like, how this bar comes around, and they actually built the brackets and stuff for this, and they did the drop mount for the springs in the front. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure somebody did take the time at some point to do the truck correctly. Was an original green pickup. Well, pickup. But, yeah. Let me just climb up in here real quick. Oh shit. Yeah, so being 5'6" and trying to hop in a big tall ass pickup's not the easiest thing, but see, there's green on the dash right there. So I mean, it was green at some point, and then somebody rattle canned it black and fucked it all, but it's missing that one seat. I have pretty much everything in here ready for it to go, so yep. It's not much. Oh, and it was automatic at some point, or it was an original automatic, because it still has the automatic column, but yeah. So hopefully later today this thing will be gone, loaded up on a trailer, and heading out, and I will have a new pickup. But yeah, I just wanted to do a little walk around of it before it left, do something for YouTube since I haven't posted in a while. And yeah, so this is my Suburban that is getting ready to leave here today. It's got a lot of rust problems. It's got duals on it. Not that that matters because they're not hooked up to anything right now. It just runs out of the manifolds. Right there is the exhaust. Well, exhaust. It's just a piece of pipe that runs off the manifold. The other one's on the other side pointing right at the oil pan, so that's mint. But yeah, I had plans with it and they just kind of failed. And so now it's leaving today, and yeah, I was going to part it out. Actually, I was going to try to pull the axles and stuff, but I don't have a way to lift the body like up and onto a trailer, so I said whatever, I'll just leave everything for somebody else to deal with it. And yeah, and the pickup I'm trading this for is like a 89 Chevy, and it supposedly has a new motor and all that in it, and I'm just going to pull the motor out of it, and then I think I already have the shell sold to somebody if they're wanting it. So yeah, and I traded my four-wheeler for it. So if any of you guys know me and know that I had a four-wheeler, I traded my four-wheeler for this. It was an 05 400 Honda 400EX. Well worth, I think, at least 25 to 3 grand, 2,500 to 3 grand, and I traded it for this, and I thought, hell yeah, I can probably get a good amount of money for that. And then now that the dude screwed me, I'm kind of screwed out of that, but you win some, you lose some, and it's whatever. This other truck's going to help out with a good cause for one of my other projects that's like important to me. So that's kind of why I'm I'm doing the trade, because he says it runs. So I was like, okay, whatever, I'll do it. And yeah, so that's just, there's not much, as you can tell. It's not there's not much to it. It's cool and all, but it's it's not worth much. Well, I mean, well, it could be if somebody took the time, but I'm not that guy. So yeah, and got all the clutch bracket, all the clutch linkage. They had the transmission was setting on this, but I think they were just trying to mock something up to make it work, but that's whatever. Radiator, hoses, trans cooler and all that stuff's over there. But yeah, so this is just the little update on what I've been doing. And I mean, it's a big fucking truck. It sets about level with my shed, and the shed might be just a little bit taller. So I mean, it's not too terribly big, but it's definitely a decent sized vehicle. My truck sets the roof of it sets right at the top of the mirror, somewhere in there. So yeah, it's a beast, or used to be, I guess. But yeah, so that's about all I'm gonna do for this video, because I have nothing else to talk about on it. I'm just kind of wasting time here. So I mean, I hope you guys kind of enjoyed it, and I know I'm probably an idiot. Some of you guys will probably say just finish it out, redo it, get it running, you'll enjoy it. But the deal's already done, and I can't do much about it now. So the guy will be here at 5 to pick it up, and I'm not gonna just drop out of a deal like that. And I'm not really interested in it anymore. So yep, that'll be all for this video. Don't know when I'll post the next one, probably in another 5 months. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed.